our grand gala night of tonight's meeting, filmed by Doral Video Services. So then, the commercial done, the 286 car joins us at the rear of the blue grade. Car number 306, George Polly, makes his way round, and as soon as we have done that, the engine's running. Gentlemen, please, over to you, Mr. Starter. Race number 8, the grand final, National Hot Rods. Over to you, Raymond Woods. So, the green flag shows, and away go the National Hot Rods. A lightning start, a little cement dust raises a touch of dust around the turn. Nevertheless, in a lap or so, that'll be absolutely cleared away, and we'll be on our way. So then, Stuart Banks, 200, the early leader, 319, 280. Adrian Widder's car still sparking drastically underneath as he races by. Stephen King slides his way around the turn in 300. George Polly in his paper bag lightweight machine. 306, his World Championship winning car, shows extremely well. So 302, Andy Harris has 351 breathing down his exhaust pipe as we go on to the far side. 351 chases 302. 306 chases the rest. And into the Halsham Bend we go. So then it's 200, it's 319, Jason Dell, 205 and 319. 5 cars in very, very close contention. 479, 302, 351, looking for a way by. So as we go on to the far side, Barry Lee looks very, very impatiently for a way past 302. So we ask for the blue flag to be shown to car 302, Mr. Starter. Always a very, very difficult decision to be made, but one that has to be made. So then, on race the Nationals. 302 then. Car number 280, Chris Ayling slides wide on the Halsham Bend. George Polly is coming through on the outside, but cuts back through quickly. And car 302. Once again to be shown the blue flag as he races round. But it's Des Stainer at this moment in time, leading the grand final for National Hot Rods. 319, 286 and 205. So we go on to the far side then, 319, 286. Car number 351, Barry Lee makes a move through. 479, Salvatore Falcone drops back. And 200, Stu Banks is on the inside. 302 is on the outside line. But it's Steve Burgess looking for the lead as we head for the far side of the course. 286 chasing the sharp machine of 319. Around the turn we race. There is 319. There's 286 and 205. The National Hot Rods race on. 302, Andy Harris clips the curb on the inside. 351, Barry Lee looks for a way round the outside now. George Polly comes zooming in 306. And which way do we race now? 302 being continually shown the blue flag to... We ask this bunch of 3, Mr. Starter, the blue flag to these, please. So then, on we race with the National Hot Rods. 286, Steve Burgess is the leader now. 319, 205. 306 looks for a way round the 302 car. Andy Harris held back the field at the moment. So then we're on to lap number 14 and it's 286, 319 and 205. Into the turn we race then. Steve Burgess, here he is. 319, 205 and 302. The Lee machine of 351 looks back on the inside of George Polly. We race onto the far side, and at this moment in time, then those 5 cars very, very close as they race around the turn in the lightweight style National Hot Rods. 286, Stephen Burgess gets well clear. 351 dives through past 306, looking for a way past 302. Second man is 319, third 302, fourth 351, 205 and 306. We go on to the second half of this 30-lap grand final. Steve Burgess gets well away. 302 is on the wide outside, 319 on the inside line now. Behind that pair, it's 351 and 306. Into the Hailsham Bend we go once again. And 351 then, very bravely, looks to the outside of 319, Des Stainer. George Polly follows through in his tyre treads. And here we come now then. There's the second man, Harris. Third is 351, fourth is 306. But Stephen Burgess is well clear. 302 ignoring the blue flag from our starting marshal. But around the turn he comes. The other starmen hard behind him there. So 351 looks through. Harris shuts the door on him as they go into the Hailsham turn. Onto the far side then. 10 laps left to run. The leader goes by. Second man 302. Third 351 and 306. And it's a very, very difficult place at the moment then. 351 still cannot find the acceleration to pass. 302, Andy Harris cuts right in. And at this moment in time, 302 is still second. 9 laps are left to run. 286, Steve Burgess, very, very wisely, keeps moving on. There is the Southern champion. That's our leader with 8 laps left to run. So the 351 car leaves a lot of rubber on the course on braking here on the end of the home straight. Harris cuts off the lee nose once again, and into the turn we race. So 286 Steve Burgess and amongst the back markers, racing in the traffic on the far side. 286, 302, 351 Barry Lee. George Polly looking for a way round. And at this moment in time, Lee just cannot find a way by. There are, Mr. Starter, 24 laps gone. There are 5 laps left to run. And here we see then 286 Steve Burgess. 302, 351, 306. And 351 then gets his nose alongside the 302 car. 306, George Polly is there. Lee then working extremely hard in the cockpit of the machine. George Polly decides it's time to look round the outside, and it's beginning to pay off for him. 302 then drifts wide. Into the turn they go, 302 on the inside, but it's 286 still there at 302. 306 now goes second. Andy Harris comes back. There's 351 Barry Lee. And here we go then with the final 3 laps to run. 286 is there. Polly goes into second spot. Third, 351 Barry Lee. Dropping down to fourth and out of the trophies, 302. So then here we see 286, Stephen Burgess, the Southern champion. 306, 351. 302 comes back in quickly. We're on the penultimate lap for the National Hot Rod Grand Final. And there's a ding-dong battle between 351 and 306. And here we come now with the final lap board being shown to 286, 306 and 351. And it's certainly not over yet. We have 3/4 of a lap to run, and it's 286. 351 holding third, chasing all the way, and a battle of the line now as they come through. 286 is the leader. 306 finishes just ahead of 351. They come through. They don't come much closer than that, and the rest come in. So, Mr. Starter, we'll ask you to show the red flag, please, to end the National Hot Rod 4000 Series, round number 7 at the Arlington Raceway. So then, Barry Lee, come forward, sir. There is a trophy at hand for you. 351. If you wouldn't mind, Mr. Lee, have you a moment to spare? He has. Ladies and gentlemen, 351 finishes in third place, which can't be bad. Well, they can do it in reverse order in Miss World, so why can't we here, Barry? Finishing in second, George Polly then comes through and takes a second place trophy. Normally when George sponsors a meeting here, of course he wins it, but tonight is the second place and he gets a kiss in public from Shirley, his lovely lady wife. There we go then, that's the second place. The Southern champion is Stephen Burgess. He races the very, very smart 286, and there he is winning the day. So ladies and gentlemen, your applause please. 286 Steve Burgess takes the Polly trophy from Shirley Polly. There we go then, first, second and third on the control car. If you will, gentlemen, please, ready for your applause around the stadium for the lap of honour. Here we go then, the lap of honour, the National Hot Rods.